Okay, I guess it's time to remove that box. And as I was saying, I'm going to remove it by just using this hacksaw blade. That's it. I'm going to use it like this. Some people laugh and say, "Hey, VideoJoe, what are you doing that for?" Get a handle for the hacksaw blade, or use a multi-tool. One of those multi-tools, zip it out, or a sawzall. I'm not doing any of that because you got to remember there's electrical wires up in there. The last thing I want to do is to go up there and start cutting something and then nicking one of these wires. Now I just opened up a whole other can of worms, because then now I have to patch the wires. What if I cut the wire off all the way? And didn't realize it until after I hit it with the multi-tool or a sawzall, you know what I mean? So this time I'm going to do it in real time, the entire time of cutting this, so that you can see how long it's going to be. And this blade isn't really the sharpest. I think it's going to work though. So I'm just cutting the plastic flange where the nails are, okay? And as I go up, I'm right next to the wires, and if the wires starts to move, then I'll know to be careful or to reposition my blade or whatever. So far, so good. Okay, see, I'm hitting one wire right there, so now I have to kind of re-angle it, so I'm missing the wire. And I'm just cutting the plastic right now. Good Lord. Okay. If I think I have to, I could cut off the tip of this, but I just extend the blade in a little bit further. See, I'm hitting the wire right there, so I'm angling it. Now I'm not hitting either wire. Whew. I'm gonna rest a little bit. I've got to zip this way too, so I'm going to catch my breath, and I'm going to start over here. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I have to go further than that. But I can tell I'm cutting through the plastic. Okay. I think I'm through on that side. Now, back over here. There. I think I have it. Well, maybe not. Maybe just a little more. I'm not quite 100% sure. I'll grab my pliers and kind of see if I can't move the box a little bit. I'm trying to save the box if I can, and see if I can reuse the box. You know, I used to, when I took these boxes out, I used to get cut-in boxes and do it, but I believe I can reuse this box if I can get it out. I think I have to cut it a little more. Not quite sure yet. if I wasn't doing this on camera, I'd be doing it the same way. Okay, I know I've got it cut on that side, and I'm not sure if I got the whole thing on this side yet or not. Just don't think I do. There we go. Come on. There. Whew. I think I got it. I think I got it, by Joe. Now I still have to finagle it out of here carefully. So I don't bugger anything up. I can see the plastic there. Come on. See, I got it loose. Now it's just a matter of getting it repositioned out of there so I can get it out. We might have to, let's see here. I might have to cut a little bit more of the plastic right in there. Oh, no. I might just trim the drywall just a little, not very much. I got my eyewear on. Okay, these wires will go and slip back. Okay, I just have to kind of hold my mouth just right. To get this box out of here. Oh, come on. There we go. Pushing the wires back up in the box. Last thing I want is to start messing up the drywall. That's my whole point in this whole project, is to make sure I don't have to patch any drywall or anything, right? Okay, come on. See, it's still hitting the flange over there. But how did I get it? I got it last time. Oh, okay, I see just that little bit. Let's see if I can't get that. Come on. It's just that little bit of, whew. I'll get it. You just have to kind of work at it. Come on now. Talk to it a little bit. Talk to it. Shave off a little bit of the drywall. Just ever so slightly. Right there. Whew. I'm not as young as I used to be, but hey, I'm not gonna let that stop me. Okay, come on. Oh man, it's so close. So close. Don't force it, right? That's the last thing I want to do is force it. Come on. I might have to trim the drywall a little bit more on this side, just another little bit. Maybe the top portion, a hair. This little bit over here. I'm doing it in real time so you can see about how long it's gonna take you, right? Come on. I could cut up the box. I don't really want to do that, right? I don't really want to cut the box all apart. That's the last thing I want to do. Come on. The last box I did was a little bit easier. I just don't want to get too rambunctious and start jerking before I pop the drywall off. You know what I mean? And I might have to take my snips and maybe reach up there and cut a little bit of the flange that was on there. Maybe that's what's holding it, you know, just that little bit, a little more here. And like I say, these boxes are a little bit trickier than the rectangular boxes, because the rectangular boxes don't have this flange like this does. I'll show you what this flange pretty much looks like once I get it out of here. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it. Come to Papa. Here you go. Here you go. Come on. It's wanting to come. It's wanting to come out of there. Come on. Come on. And there it is. Oh, look at that. I'll show you. I'm not going to shut the camera off just yet. Okay. I'll show you what I was up against. If you're patient, you can do it. Be patient, persistent, and know that you can get this box out of there. Okay, here's the box, and see, here's that flange. See, the nails are still left up there. So before I reinstall this box, see this flange? I'll trim that off. This was the one I was cutting on, and this one was kind of hung up on it. I could have flipped around and trimmed off a little bit of that, but I got that because that was on the back side of the drywall. And see, they only had one knockout out. And before I reinstall it, I'll clean up the hole on that, decide where to put the next one. There's 4 knockouts here, you see. And I'll decide where to do it. I'll probably do it on one of these. Okay, so I'm gonna take you up there. And I'm just going to take you off the tripod. I'm all out of breath with that. Okay. There's the TGI joist there, And you can't really see it, but the rest of the flange holding the nail is right there. And then there's one right up in there, see? There's the end of the nail right there. And here's my wires. I didn't damage either one of the wires because I was careful. Had I have used a Sawzall or the multi-tool, that's the last thing I want to do. It didn't really take me that much longer to cut those off with the hacksaw blade. I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know. And I'm trying to show you with the minimal amount of tools and stuff like that, you can still get your project done. Okay. All right. Glad that part's over. Okay, so I know that the floor joist TJI is about 2 3/8 or so wide. At the bottom could be 2 1/2, and it comes along this way, and that is right in line with the bed. Kaboom! The center of the bed. I'll take the center from left to right of the bed, and I'll put that in there, and I know there's going to be a joist up there. Now, how am I going to locate that? Well, I'll show you here in a minute. Okay.